Hey Phil, it's AJ. I've found that it's so much easier to explain this kind of stuff via video rather than trying to, call you and explain you. So, on the front end, you were asking about it being a little bit loose and seeing if there's a way we could tighten it up. I found 2 movement points. Your front wheel should be pretty solid side to side, and this thing's got a ridiculous amount of movement back and forth here, just by barely touching it. That movement is coming from this idler arm. Let's see if I can hold the camera. So as I go back and forth on the wheel, you can see it's moving really bad right there. Also, the pivot arm over here is moving pretty bad at this joint right here. So the pivot arm and the idler arm is all we need to tighten this front end up, and it's bad. This is really bad. So that'll do a drastic change for us. I'll get you a quote before the end of the day on those as long as I can find the parts. On your shackle extensions, I had a couple of different things I wanted to show you. First off, we're going to be really close on whether or not we're going to be able to make this fit, just because this drop right here is, 1.5 inches, and if you bring that same measurement down to here, our bolt holes are going to be off a little bit, just because I'm worried about this hitting up against the frame and not giving me enough room to mount it here and here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and flip these over and make sure that they fit, and if they do, then I'll just cut the excess off, and this big old long thing will be hanging down, and I'll clean it up for you. But yeah, we may run into an issue where these holes are not far enough apart, in which case we'll probably have to make our own hole like right about here, and cut here, and cut here. So I'll let you know what happens there. Also, you've got extenders on your shocks that are going to have to come off when we go down to stock height. So I'll take those off for you, and I'll just throw them in a baggie. So not that you'll ever want to go up again, but if you did, you'll have those. So I'll get you a quote on all this.